And hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're inside a Parkour Pyramid Mini. This is kind of like a offshoot, like fan map of the Parkour Pyramids map, which Parkour Pyramids is one of my favorite maps that I've played. So I'm excited. I'm hoping this is pretty good, but we'll see. All right. I don't know how many levels there are. Because obviously it's a pyramid, so I probably could have just figured that out before I went if I was really interested. But not a big deal. I figured the map, since it's a mini version, I don't remember how long the Parkour Pyramid map took me. But since it's a mini version of it, I'm guessing it won't be too bad in terms of how long it'll be. I mean, we're already to one corner, so, you know, making pretty good time regardless. Doesn't look like the levels will be all that long. I already like the style. I don't really remember all so much about the original Parkour Pyramid map, just because it's been a while since I've played it. So there's some degree of, like, you know, I don't really remember, but yeah. Water and nether parts always, like, kind of takes me out of it. Alright. An ice section. Don't know why those slime blocks are there. Oh. I'm glad that the lava just insta kills you. I know it's probably just because I played the Parkour Limbo map recently, but I'm so sick of lava not insta killing me. I much prefer when it just kills me. Okay, I need to take that jump a little slower. I'm just trying to blast past it, and it's something that I might actually need to take a second on. Whoops, hit my head there. All right, just don't go too fast because I'm bonking my head up top. That drives me insane on stuff like this where you can just barely hit your head. I know I've complained about it endless amounts and don't need to complain about it more, but man, you would think that Minecraft would fix that. Wouldn't be too difficult. Alright, we got some levitation. Alright. Oh, why did I try to go there? So one sec, I still have my render distance cranked up. It's like, why am I getting just a slight bit of stuttering? But it's because I still have my render distance cranked up to 26. I find it crazy that Minecraft's gotten, like, so much worse performing recently. Like, Minecraft used to have such good performance where even garbage PCs could play no problem. And, like, I used to be able to play max render distance, absolutely no stuttering, anything like that. Ever since the Caves and Cliffs update, man, like, the performance has gotten so much worse in this game. It's not a big deal, it's just kind of, like, man, really? I miss being able to have stupidly high render distances for no reason and still get 400 FPS. It is what it is, though. It's not a big deal. It's also weird, like, now that if you fly up, everything renders in kind of a circle. That's really trippy. Oh, we gotta hurry. I always love going up in the water chutes. I don't know why, it's just really satisfying. I've been watching some parkour speedruns recently, and I'm getting inspired to consider trying one or two of them on a couple, like, shorter maps where the speedrun's only, like, you know, 2 or 3 minutes long, and giving it a shot. I don't know. I don't know if it's something I'd actually be good at. Like, compared to some of those speedruns, I'm like, man, I don't know. That would take me a long time to get a decent run. But I do think it could be fun. Maybe one day. Alright. Also, Sorry, my commentary's a little slow. I'm having to record earlier. I'm needing to get multiple videos recorded in a day because I'm gonna be gone for like a week and a half. So I got to get a bunch of pre-recording done. So I'm having to like fit in recording where I normally wouldn't. Bam. So one or two of the videos I might be a little out of it for. We'll see. Hopefully not. But yeah, like yesterday was crazy. I recorded 3 videos and streamed all in the same day. Which, you know, I would have like that slightest bit of concern, like don't burn myself out. But I'm gonna have 10 days where I'm not gonna be recording or streaming at all. So I don't think, you know, a couple days of more heavy lifting on this recording end will cause too many problems. Because I'm guessing after a week away, I'm probably going to just be really excited to start recording and streaming again. So, yeah, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Anyway. So far, this map's been pretty decent. I don't think it's been, like, anything to write home about. I think I'm technically supposed to jump like that. Yeah. But, well, I don't think it's been anything particular to write home about. It's been decent. It definitely stays pretty true to kind of that key-like style of maps. Oh. That orange wool kills you. But yeah, it's definitely stayed true to more of that style of maps. I think so far it's been pretty good in my opinion for kind of that fan game sort of thing. But still a lot of map to go, obviously. But I don't know. I've liked it so far. I'm still curious how many levels there are. Probably, if I had to guess, they'd probably try for a number like 50. It'll be really weird if it ends off on like a non-divisible by 10 number. Because if I remember properly, the original Parkour Pyramid was 100 levels. Since this is a mini version, I guess like 25 would make sense as a denomination. Anything divisible by 10, 25, 75 would be too long for a mini. And I feel like part of the reason why they do stuff like, oh, it's Parkour Pyramid Mini, is because they don't want to, like, have it feel like they're just ripping off the map due to lack of ideas. Which is kind of amusing to me in its own way. I find that a lot of people, you know, when you lack ideas, it's very easy to go back, make a, you know, map based on something else that you already have or somebody else already had for an idea. And I don't in any way blame the map creators who do stuff like that. Like, I think something like this sort of style of, oh, Parkour Pyramid Mini, I think makes a lot of sense and, you know, is still pretty neat in its own right. Even if it does feel a little weird that it's a offshoot of a map by a different person. But, like, as long as the original map creator doesn't care, I think it's pretty neat. And to be fair, if you did care about somebody making fan maps, that seems a little excessive, especially when you consider the fact that it probably only helps the popularity of the original map. I don't know for certain on that, but I would presume, because most of the time with stuff like that, like FNAF fan games, for example, are one of the things that skyrocketed FNAF in the early days. So I would presume that fan games or fan maps are still helpful to the original map creators. Oh, we got a teleporter. Am I going over here? No, I'm not going over here. I don't know what I was thinking there. Alright, but, yeah. Especially when a map like this, where it has the original Parkour, map, like, all over. You're like, hey, go check out the original. Where in the world am I supposed to go here? Oh, to those fences. That's very not clear. Because it looks like you're supposed to take the double slime jump over to there. But very much so not supposed to do that. But yeah. So far though, this map has felt a little like I don't know what the right term is. The like position of the slime blocks and stuff has felt off. There's been a lot of like very easily noticeable skips. And don't get me wrong, skips are a huge thing for maps, for He-like maps, for the speedrunning communities and stuff like that, but I feel like the skips have been very, or at least a couple of them, have been very noticeable so far, which is like, that is a very straightforward way to skip a lot of space. I don't know though. Slime below. Here to there, nice. Overall though, I'm having a good time. It's definitely looking like it's gonna be pretty fast. We're 11 minutes in, 24 levels. We're probably nearing the halfway mark. Or actually, no, we might already be past it, honestly. It's kind of hard to tell. Once again, I don't know how many levels there are. And I'm trying to think, like with a pyramid formation like this, the outer edge ends up being more than the sum of all of the internal levels, I think, because of how that works. I think. I'm not positive on that. I'd have to actually like look at a pyramid top down rather than just thinking about it. But I'm pretty sure a pyramid or like any sort of expanding out square, the exterior edge is basically always going to be more than the sum of the internal parts. I think. I'm very unsure. All right. 25. If there's 50 levels, then we're already halfway through. Oh no, lava's gonna start rising, isn't it? Go, go, go! Come on. We gotta hurry. Oh. That's awkward. Alright, take 2. Wait, if I just skip the pressure plate, will that not set off? Because isn't that setting off when I hit the pressure plate? Maybe there's like a door at the top that only opens if you hit the pressure plate. I'm gonna go with that because it makes me feel better. But I don't know, Chief. Although it appears as though we have enough leeway that it probably won't be a problem. Like, yeah, there's not quite enough to add that huge added pressure. I feel like for lava's rising levels to truly feel the pressure, you have to have points where the lava's like within a block of you. That might just be me. Feel very unsure about this. I think I'm supposed to actually jump over here. And then down here? I'm very confused. Couldn't I have gotten down here from the slime block earlier? Yeah, I could have. Just bounced off the slime block and went over to there or something. Oh, whoops. Wait, I can just do that. Don't even have to go around all that in the first place. Alright. Are we back up? We're back up. Nice, nice. And then these jumps, in theory, have the added pressure of like, hey, if you fall, you get thrown back. But the jumps themselves are pretty easy and, you know, seems unlikely. Ooh, I actually really like that section. That is really neat. Kind of that elytra having to immediately tuck it backwards. I don't know, I like that. Alright, that was an incredibly fast level. The gate is open. What gate is open? Whoa! I wasted an opportunity to skip stuff, I think, there. With that big jump. I'm very confused on what gate is open and how much time I have before it closes. Okay. I have no clue why I pushed that button. Or what the point of any of that was. Alright. Oh, we're on the second level. I didn't even notice. We're on to level 31. Yeah, we basically have to be over halfway done by now. I think. Probably. Some of it also depends on if the levels scale in difficulty and length. Because if they do, then this'll... Shouldn't there get more difficult? My real question is it going to be 25 levels? Or not 25, 50 levels? Or are we looking at a different number? I don't know what numbers fit cleanly into pyramids. Alright. Bam. This is actually really making me almost want to go revisit some of the old T-like maps. More than anything. Maybe go... Oh. I skipped a lot there. What? Where? Oh. Wait, what? I went backwards, didn't I? That's a bro moment. Okay, that's stupid. I did not even realize I went backwards. Where was I supposed to go from up there then? I don't understand. That's weird. Up, bro. Hit the edge of the hay block. Okay. Oh, the hay blocks are a little sauce. Oh, whoops. And now I'm just messing up random stuff. That's funny. Yeah, hay blocks, when they're stacked like that, always make me nervous. Like, I don't have any problems with hay blocks when they're, like, leveled out. But when they're stacked, it's like, yeah, there's always that chance that you hit that edge of the hay block and it's just kind of all over. All over from there. Alright. This is a long way I had to redo things. Oh, can we not go that way? We have to go around this way. Okay. So we go around here. We don't... Oh, we go here. Got it. That's why it wraps back into the previous level. To bring you up another layer. That's something. I don't mind that there's been a couple confusing sections. Normally it annoys me if the parkour isn't at least fairly straightforward. You know, but having a couple confusing sections in a map that's really easy, I feel like isn't a problem. Alright. Not actually having souls 10 at the bottom and just having them be water pillars is kind of trippy. Can you actually fall back down to that level? I feel like with how easy the map is, they basically have to make it where you can actually fall back down to those levels. But if you manage to take enough fall damage and die before your spawn point got reset, I think you'd be fine anyway. But I'm not sure. Alright. Nice, nice. Man, deep dark stuff is just really nice. I don't know why I like it so much. I just do. Where am I actually supposed to go? Oh, back to the slime block. Like, I get it's a little dark with just the soul lanterns and stuff, but the ambiance of the deep dark stuff is really cool when built right. Which makes it kind of disappointing to me that the kind of lost cities, or whoops, the lost cities or whatever they're called are very, I don't know, not all that impressive. I feel like Mojang did a bad job with them for as nice as the blocks were. Can I not jump there? feel like I hit a barrier last time I tried. So that spot's actually prevented. But yeah, like all the blocks and stuff look really nice. The combinations you can make with them that I've seen in some of these maps is crazy. But yet the normal deep dark just doesn't look very good. It's kind of disappointing, honestly. I almost wish that Mojang would bring in like an actual builder for some of their stuff. Like bring in an actual Minecraft builder and have them build stuff for you that you can then incorporate into your generation. You could redo some of the villages. You could, you know, make some of this stuff nicer, and you don't have to use blocks that, you know, are super rare or anything, but just bring in an actual builder to put together some of these buildings and stuff. And I think it would make Minecraft's like random generation and stuff so much nicer. And it wouldn't be all that expensive either. Like, they wouldn't have to bring in a permanent builder because they don't have a lot of structures and stuff. So you wouldn't need to bring in a permanent builder. Just legit pay a Minecraft builder, like, I don't know. You could probably get them to do it for less than $100 to rework, like, villages and all that stuff. I mean, I guess it depends on how much you did and how nice they were, but, like, you could remake all that stuff for very cheap. I almost fell into the lava. Which almost brings up the question, why don't they? Like, Mojang doesn't have any really good builders from what I can tell. Because, like, all of the randomly generated builds just don't look nice. Let's just be real. And the couple that do look nicer are all built upon, like, oh, whoops. Can I not jump that way? Oh, that's where I'm supposed to go. But all the ones that look nicer are all built upon just really nice looking blocks in the first place. Hello? Oh, I can jump there. The block was just a weird spot where it cut in. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. So, like, if you just brought in just a couple guys to come in, spruce it up, and they made the villages better. Like, don't get me wrong, villages are a lot better than they used to be, but there's so much potential that's just abandoned because they insist on, like, I don't know. And I don't know if, like, they have brought in builders before and they just didn't like anything that they came out with, but I couldn't imagine that because, once again, like, all of the builds that are kind of already in the game just don't look as nice as they could. I don't know. Like, you look at normal villages, and nobody looks at a normal village and isn't like, I could make better buildings for this. Maybe, okay, maybe no one's a bit of a stretch, you know. Maybe you don't do much building. You're not really a builder, but you still play Minecraft for other reasons. Then yeah, maybe, you know, you don't do that. But I feel like everybody just kind of recognizes that villages aren't that nice. And then, like, you get mods too that make villages like look really nice and have nice buildings and everything's set up really neatly. And I don't know, it just, oh, whoops. It just really feels like it's just such an easy fix. I don't know, it's one of those things that bothers me. Like, it really bothers me when there's such an obvious problem with such an easy fix and they don't fix it anyway. Guess what? Like, I presume fixing the generation to plug in nicer builds into the generation would take a little while, but it shouldn't take anything too crazy. And they've changed up all the village buildings before, so it's not like it would be anything new that the team hasn't done before. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just I don't know why this is bothering me so much. But the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm just like, what are they doing? Oh, so this is a new level from the one below? Oh, I guess it is. Huh. Interesting. Alright. But yeah, I don't know. I've been really disappointed in Mojang recently. Like, it had hit a point where I just hadn't played Minecraft for, like, how long was my last set of posts? Like 6 months? I didn't play Minecraft at all between then. And that's part of why it was so easy for me to fall out of posting again, was because I was really annoyed with a lot of the stuff the Minecraft team's been doing. It just feels like there's a lot of things that are just very self-explanatory, that the team's just taking a very weird direction for the game. And all of the child proofing for a lot of stuff feels really weird. The way the report systems are getting implemented and stuff like that into Java. Because there's always kind of been that understanding among the player base and Mojang that, yeah, Java's kind of the big boy version of Minecraft, you could say, where the players have a lot of freedom. There's a little less oversight, so as a result, there can be a little more dangers in some things, but it's kind of the big boy table, right? You start playing Java and you're accepting that there's a lot less oversight, so you lose whatever the couple benefits there technically are to it, but in exchange you get a lot more freedom, and Mojang kind of stays out of all of the multiplayer related stuff. There's always kind of that understanding for Java, or at least that's how it always felt as a player. But recently, the way that they've been directing things makes it seem really like they're planning to come in and just completely go, yeah, no, that's not the case anymore. We're going to come in, we're going to take more of an authoritative stance, and it's going to be more like Bedrock and some of that stuff. And that's kind of the direction they've been hinting at and starting to clearly move towards. And I'm just really not happy about it. Where I'm like, bruh. Well, and the stuff where they're like, we don't want guns to be in Minecraft. It's like, look, I get I kind of understand why you're saying that. And if this was specifically Bedrock, I'd be like, all right, cool, go ahead, pull them out. Make it so that the servers and stuff don't have them. I understand it. The, Bedrock audience is definitely younger than the Java audience. But once again, with the Java audience, there's always kind of been that understanding that, it's kind of the big boy table. You're chill if people are adding stuff like guns and servers and stuff, and nobody cares. But once again, Mojang's very clearly moving to change that, and I don't know, it really upsets me, especially for a game that I've been a part of the community for so long, and I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it should be that hard, I guess, is probably the best way to put it. To just go, yeah, we're going to continue to keep the status quo for some of this stuff. And everybody was chill with it. And nobody's happy that they're coming in and making these changes. And I understand it. Perhaps the thing that makes me most frustrated is I kind of understand it from Mojang's perspective, right? They probably have Microsoft breathing down their neck, since they are a Microsoft company now, and have been for a long time. Microsoft's kind of breathing down their neck, most likely, and being like, hey, we need more We need more income from this IP. I was already over here. No, I wasn't. You know, we need to make it more child-friendly. This is our, you know, child-friendly brand. I presume they make a lot of money off of kids' merchandise and stuff like that. So they're probably trying to make sure that that's all set up in a way where it'll run very smoothly for them and make them a lot of money. So, like, once again, I understand it. It's just sad. Like, it's just kind of heartbreaking in its own way to see something that, you know, once again, I've enjoyed and been a part of for so long take these sort of directions that just feel very incorrect, bad for the game. I don't know what would be the best way to put it. And, you know, to be honest, I don't know if it's actually all that bad for the game. I mean, if they manage to spike up a lot of interest with the younger audiences, it would probably help the game in terms of sales numbers and stuff like that. But I don't know. It's tough, and I hope that I hope that they backpedal on some of the stuff that seems a little worse, like the whole shutting down servers that have guns in them and stuff, which was just stupid in the like that idea was stupid in the first place. And anybody that's, you know, played a lot of modded knows that there's a lot of mods that like really efficiently put in stuff like firearms into modded stuff. And nobody has any complaints about that. It just seems so weird. Even though I understand it, it still just seems weird. And I think that's part of why it's so frustrating to me. Anyway, probably best to focus more so on the map and leave this as conversation for another time. It'll be what it'll be. And hopefully things will work out, and, you know, I continue to post and have a good time, and, you know, everybody else continues to have a good time. And as long as it doesn't really change anything, nobody will care. So, who knows? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, we're level 45. It looks like my prediction of 50 levels was correct. Like, almost for sure. If it's not 50 and ends on, like, 49 or something. Or 45. No. No, you can't do this to me. You can't do this to me. It can't be 45 levels. I was just saying that no. No, it's gonna be 40. It's the last level, isn't it? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Man, I get that it wasn't set up for 50 levels, but that's still sad. Alright. As much as my OCD is bothered by the fact it's only 45 levels instead of 50, this was pretty good. It was a good, like, kind of homage to Parkour Pyramid. Once again, it's been a long time since I played Parkour Pyramid. I don't really remember it all that well, but this was pretty neat. I didn't do the warm-up parkour. I gotta do the warm-up parkour. But yeah, guys, I don't think I have much more to say. I would like to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. God bless. Bye-bye.